A big shakeup in the comic publishing industry today as Random House is buying Boom Studios. A press release just came out validating kind of what I was saying before last week when I was reporting on Boom Studios' problem and collapse. This is pretty wild. We'll get into the news in just a moment. My name is John Della Rose, everybody. I'm a number one best-selling comic creator also, and this is my Kickstarter, and I would love for you to sign up for this, which is going to be launching probably next week. In the description below, we got 500 followers already. We're going to have a big launch on this, and I would love for you to get in on some great science fiction. So please grab that, and please hit the like and subscribe button. This is my comic channel, and I appreciate you all for being here and loving comics as much as I do. Now, as mentioned before, on my Fandom Pulse website, where I report my comic book news, which you should also subscribe to. That's my Substack, also in the description. I reported that Boom Studios was rumored to be teetering on bankruptcy. They were reported to have a lot of debt, millions of dollars of debt, and they were going to be bought by a big company, and that deal apparently fell through at the end of June. Now, it looks like either they found a replacement buyer in Random House to keep them afloat, or Random House came back to the table. Maybe the terms of the deals changed and things like that. Now, Boom Studios, I'm wondering like what about Boom Studios they want. They've property wise, they don't really have a lot. They've got a bunch of they got like James Tynion stuff. They've got I guess some of Mark Waid's old stuff. Berserker, I guess, is one of their deals, but I mean, I don't know how much they own of that and how much Kiana owns of it. It's so interesting little company here, and some of their comics are very good. Some of their comics are not quite as good, but it's a mixed bag, and they do a lot of different work out there. Now they also had the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers license, which I'm hearing like all of that's getting dialed back on the end of the owners of that. Because I don't know what they're doing with the Power Rangers brand, but they seem to be having problems with it. So a lot of licensed properties. I don't know how much of this stuff's creator owned or not. Boom's terms are not really clear, but Random House apparently found enough there to want to pick it up. Now, Random House is a publisher, like a book publisher, and they run distribution into Barnes & Nobles and things like that on the book end. And so Marvel actually made a long-term deal with them a while back to where they would be distributing all their books to comic shops and to Barnes & Noble and the like, rather than Diamond Distribution. That was one of the big things during the pandemic that shook up the industry quite a bit. Caused a major problem for the first few months there until Random House figured things out, too. And so interesting that they're moving even further into comics here. So what do they want to do? Do they want to get a piece of the content creation action? Do they want to have these rights in order to try to launch stuff into Netflix deals and things like that? I don't know exactly. But they bought or apparently formed an agreement to buy Boom Studios. And it's going to close later this summer, at which point it will become part of Random House Worlds. So Boom has been around for a long time, since 2005. I really came across Boom back when Mark Waid was doing his Incorruptible and Irredeemable storylines, which I loved back then. It was basically a Kingdom Come, only not, but still, why not repeat the hits? And Random House Worlds is currently home to storied science fiction, fantasy imprint Del Rey, a comics imprint called Inklore, and the Worlds licensing program. So this is interesting, and I wonder if you might be able to license Random House products very easily now, just coming out of Boom. And with their Marvel distribution, that makes things kind of interesting for things here. So Boom has a bunch of licensing stuff already. They've got The Dark Crystal, Dune, The Expanse. I guess this is the stuff other than Power Rangers. Firefly, Garfield, Labyrinth. That's quite a bit. And they've got Keanu Reeves' Berserker and Lumberjanes. Boom sold a stake to the company to 20th Century Fox in 2017, and that is a big deal where Penguin Random House purchased or tried to purchase Simon & Schuster, even though that was blocked by the Department of Justice. Now, in the mainstream publishing, there's only like 4 or 5 major publishers out there, and that's why that was blocked. So this, them moving and dipping their toes a little bit into comics is an interesting thing. Now, from Boom, like I said, they had a lot of debt on the books, and this is probably because these licensed properties are extremely expensive to maintain. And I don't know what their deal with Keanu Reeves was. I know that was a major Kickstarter success for Berserker, but how much did he actually get versus they actually got, we don't know. All that's not privy to the public. But there's a lot of debt on the books regardless. And with that, it looks like maybe Penguin Random House can solve some of that and keep them solvent for a while longer. Now, we know that the comic industry is on its kind of last legs, and the comic shop model is kind of fading away. Boom really has been one of the studios that's moved more towards Kickstarters lately and actually has done pretty well on that front. And maybe Penguin Random House wants to get in on a little of that action. But regardless, with this kind of capital, they can keep this comic imprint afloat a lot longer than it would have been otherwise. I really thought that perhaps they might be going out of business once the deal fell through to get them purchased before. Now, I heard they had an all-hands-on-deck company meeting at Boom today, and I was wondering what the results of that would be. And I posted that to Twitter earlier today. And this is the result. And Penguin Random House now, this giant publisher, one of the big four, now has a stake in the comic book industry. Is this going to be a good thing, a bad thing? Only time will tell. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's good to have giant corporate New York publishing pick up a studio like this? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to sign up for my Kickstarter over on Kickstarter. My Kickstarter over on Kickstarter. We'll be back soon.